Is it possible to scale your AI automation agency without hiring a single person? My name is Roman Peshke. I run a $20,000 a month AI automation agency, and that is one of the questions I got in my comments. In these videos, I go through and answer all of the questions. So, to get started with that one, is it possible? To a certain point, yes, but scale is kind of a relative term. How much do you want to grow the business? If you want to get to 10K a month solo, you can do that no problem. If you want to get to 20K a month solo, I think you can also do that, but the workload is going to get a lot heavier. I think that's where bringing in contractors and additional outside help to alleviate some of the things that are kind of on your plate begin to make a whole lot of sense, because the cost of doing business is relatively low. You're paying for some software tools, some API credits, nothing crazy, have super low overhead. You don't have to invest in like a building or anything. And so you have a bunch of free cash flow that you can use to bring in, again, contractors off of Upwork or Fiverr or anything like that to help delegate some of the things that are on your plate. I think past 20K a month, especially, you begin to get swarmed with more and more things to where a part-time hire like a contractor make it just that much easier. So yes, you can scale up to a certain point, but I don't think anyone's getting to 100K a month completely solo unless they are putting in the absolute grind and making it a bit harder than it needs to be. From Partial Cycron, we got my boy as my day one sub. Love you, man. Appreciate all the support. Culver Claire, I saw you just joined the school community too, so I just approved that membership. Happy to have you inside. From Sven Horvat, thanks for the advice. I'll report back in 3 months with the results. In the meantime, looking forward to more of your videos. It's hard to not subscribe to you. Much love from Croatia. Hey man, I appreciate that. This is from a video about selling services to high ticket clients. If you want to check that out, I'll see if I can link it. Great video, in my opinion. But yeah, man, and you can join the school community. And if you have any more questions, you can always drop them in the comments here or drop them in the free community. All right, from But Who Said That I Didn't, we got what skills/courses one need to learn to get into AI automation. I think if you are more technically inclined, like you like computers and technology, that'll definitely help. As far as what you absolutely need, you don't really need anything, in my opinion. Especially, you don't need to pay for anything if you want to do it all yourself. Paying for stuff is just kind of a way to fast forward using a trusted source and get to your goal a little bit faster, usually. If you are just starting out, I would recommend, this is a free resource in the school community, how to pick a dollar niche. This is a dynamite place to start out. Made a, you see this post, you just click this, get the free Google Doc and everything. This will help you niche down and has a bunch of additional assets so that you can use AI to help you niche down. As you can see, got prompt templates in here so you can just throw it in and run with it. And then we have the AI niche scorecard so that you can take all of your hypothetical niches and kind of rank them and then go after the one with the highest score here at the end. So if you're just starting out, hop in the group. It's free to join. There's a paid tier, but that is one of the assets in the free section. So yeah, man, that's where I would start. ArcAds is another thing I am going to be playing with to increase my advertisement creative production, which is just more images and videos a lot faster, especially with the Andromeda update for meta ads. They are basically showing a lot of love to a greater amount of creative diversity, which means that they want you to run a bunch of ads so they have more to pick from and they can show the appropriate ad to the right person. What that tool does is it lets you make AI ads faster. So that's something that I am looking into. And then from KG0710, depends on what the current bottleneck is. Yep, but most courses already cover everything, including free online ones. Couldn't agree more. If you want a more personalized plan, you definitely need some consulting calls. Maybe they would be able to identify what you need to work on and maybe work with you. Yeah, I mean, appreciate that, man. That is a solid answer right there. And this kind of loops back to everything you can get for free online. But if you want to speed up the, I guess, the time lag between starting and getting to the goal, the fastest way that I have kind of sped up my own progress is paying people that are closer to my goal and having them take a look at my situation and basically tell me, hey, okay, when I was in your spot, I did XYZ, go do that, and then report back, and then let's work from there. That way you get more specialized help and you don't have to kind of guess, should I follow this guy's course or this guy's course? There is some conflicting information out there, so it does help provide clarity. But again, I don't want to tell anyone that you have to buy a course or anything like that. It can just help if you have the money to spend on it. So yeah, that's it for the comments. If you guys have a question about how to start, grow, or scale an automation agency, you can drop it in the comments below. You can join the free school community. Again, there is a paid tier, but it is free, and almost everything in there is available on the free tier, so that's pretty cool. There'll be a video over here if you want to check it out. It's probably pretty cool. I'm saying pretty cool a lot. Anyways, that's going to be it for today. I'm back. Almost forgot to add in what I did today, which it's been a lot of calls, but one thing is I made a little NPS survey for the coaching consulting clients here so that they can go through and give feedback on the product, how they find it, how they found us, why they joined, what almost stopped them, what convinced them to take the leap, again, the source of where they came in from, most valuable, least valuable, specific results you've seen. And so basically what all of this does is it will accomplish a couple of my goals. Let me switch back and actually show you the thing, my bad. So it looks like this. If you want to pause, if you have a bunch of clients and you want to send out an NPS survey, it's pretty good. This is conditional logic right here. So if they rate 9 or 10, we'd love to know what you value most, 8 or 7, what could we do to improve? And then below that, tell us the main reason, feedback will help us improve. Then everything I just talked about after that. And so this accomplishes a couple of things. One of them gives us better data on where people are coming in from, because our tracking has been a bit sloppy, and then we can double down on whatever the most fruitful channel is based on total volume as well as ideal customer profiles. So we have people that are paying $410 a month and people that paid $4,000 to get started, then $2,000 a month. If we're seeing that all of the 410s are coming from one source and all of the $4,000 ones are coming from a different source, then we can take a moment and see, okay, within those buying avatars, are the most problematic ones coming from a certain source? Okay, that's interesting. Are the best ones coming from this other certain source? Okay, that's interesting. Maybe we should shift our marketing efforts more towards the channel that produces less total volume, but better quality clients and clients that pay us more and for longer. So that is one aspect. The next is refining our own marketing messaging. So what was going on in the business that made you join? Those will be pain points that we can target in our advertising. What almost stopped you from joining? That means we can address those concerns before the sales call to ease them into it, again, in the advertising. What finally convinced you to take the leap? That would be a limiting belief or something that we should definitely focus on as well. And then the next section, what's most valuable, least valuable, specific results. Well, I'll start with the first two, most valuable, least valuable. That helps us trim and refine our product itself. So if we have a bunch of things that we are creating and producing for the client base that they don't find valuable, we know we can pull our attention away from that and redirect it towards the more valuable aspects of the business. Then for what specific results, that'll be basically testimonial harvesting. We can use that in our copy. We can use that in our ads. So since they joined, they got X result. If you could add or change one thing, that again is just trimming and refining the product and maybe adding in something that we didn't think about. Something you wish was clearer, easier, that is another trim and refine question. How long did it take? If we see that it's taking people a long time to get results here unexpectedly, then we can take a look back and kind of ask ourselves, okay, how can we speed up that time gap? Have you been able to implement the strategies? Again, this is just checking in, making sure we're doing a good job. And then these are more for marketing messaging right here in your own words. What problem does this solve? And then if another school owner asked you, is it worth it? What would you say? So that is what that was all about. Did that this morning, then hopped on a bunch of calls, and then I've been redesigning a new lead magnet for marketing because I'm trying to rotate in direct book a call ads with more basically lead magnet ads. The idea behind that is you rotate between the two. One is to build up a big old bank of leads, and then two, you take that big old bank of leads that have consumed something valuable from you and you make a pitch. Again, on the lead magnet one, there will still be an option to book a call after that, after they opt in for that information, but you'll see a decrease in conversions just because the top of the funnel there will be so much wider because so many more people will be opting in for the free thing. But you can still capture the ones that are wanting to book a call and learn more. So hopefully that all made sense. If you have any questions about that, you can drop them down below. More than happy to explain. See y'all tomorrow.